So you can introduce yourself on the chat, and if you want to connect with me, I will be available in Telegram, not on WhatsApp. So this is my handle, Ashish Chatterjee, and this is the way you can connect with me. And what all the way I am teaching you, these all the methods you can incorporate. If you get a problem, you can contact with me. And I'll request for the session all of you to keep your microphone mute. Last 10 to 15 minutes you will be going to have the options to ask the questions. Even you can interact and ask about how to connect and do these all the process. So Sajesh sir, shall we start? I believe we are on time, or shall we wait for 2-3 more minutes? It's 7:01.
Yeah, I think we can start by giving an introduction about our program from the meetings we have usually in our weekends. You can explain, and it may take a few minutes. And if anybody wants to interact with that one, we can interact with that one. So then we can go to the program. What do you think?
Right, sir, right. So I'll just explain right now, all of you. This is the program which is with help of International Teachers Forum. This is the one of the WhatsApp group and as well as the teachers community, where every Saturday or Sunday, with the help of different teachers or those who would like to give any kind of seminar, they can come up with their ideas and they can present it. Like out of these all the members, if any one of you would like to present with any topic, you can feel free yourself to give, or even write on the chat area, and Sajesh sir will do the needful. Now what we have for this seminar, let me introduce, and let me for this webinar make you clear. The interactive teaching meaning is you can have n number of tools. It's not like compulsory you can have only the Google tools only, but with the help of Google tools you can do lot of things. So right now I am Ashish Chatterjee. I am going to explain you each and everything. What I have covered so far is the level 2 and level 1 for Google certification, and same way for educator level 2 and level 1 for the Adobe certification. Now let's just check for this seminar what we are going to have, the tools, or what all the way I am explaining these all the things. I believe my audio is clear to all of you, right?
Yeah, right, sir.
Oh, thank you, thank you. So what I am using the software, these all the softwares are free of cost. You don't have to spend any penny, or you don't have to spend even any money in order to get a software, or maybe let's say a camera equipment. Whatever the things you have, you can go ahead, and these software which I am mentioning, I'll give you the practical demo so that you understand. What I have used, that is OBS. So right now in my screen I'll give you a slight idea so that you can get a good effect of it and understand. This is the actually software which I have used, that is the OBS, and with that I have used one software called Broad Camera, the Broad Cam app. So what is exactly these all the cam and what the way it can do the work, I'll explain you. Let's say suppose you have the webcam at your home, fine, but that may not function that quality wise. Like you can check, maybe the screen is over here, you can see, and at the same time you can make yourself visible in your class itself. Now plenty of the times you may have, certain times the glitch may happen and you may not be comfortable, every time to remain static to your students. But yes, with the help of these all the things, you can interact, you can make your class more innovative, and you can make everyone understand what all the things are there. So I'll be teaching you 3 things. The one is with the Google LIT trips. You can have even for English subject, you can have even for, like let's say for social science, even for maths, any of the subject you want, you can over there do n number of things. Now exactly how we can admit that, how we can start that, first what we required is the software, that is the OBS, and second, yes please.
Sorry for the interruption.
Yes please.
Is it being recorded, sir?
Yes sir, I am recording it with the help of Camtasia, and this is the one recorder, you can just check. So don't worry, right now I am using everything which is free. I am not using anything which is part of any kind of license or where you have to pay any license for it. Every Google account can do that. Everything can be possible without paying any amount of Google licensing or to any of the software company. So let's check, understand how these all things can be possible. I believe we have certain more members who are joining in. I'll request all of you, those who have joined right now, let's just understand what all the things we are going ahead and then we'll move. See, the topic for our webinar is interactive teaching with Google Tools by OBS. So in this area, I'll be going to show you certain things so that you can understand on what kind of the things can be possible that I will be showing you practically. So what we have here, like you can check, we are incorporating three things. The one is Google Tools and second one is OBS software. So another thing is, if you want that your camera quality is not up to the mark and you are not satisfied with that, so you can use the Droid Cam app. This is a free app. You need to have it on your mobile and as well as on your desktop. So after having these all the things, you are good to go to teach live on your class with making yourself present, and you can interact, and at the same time you can record and keep it stream on YouTube. So I'll be showing you each and everything, and please check carefully. If you have any kind of questions, you can write it on the chat and then I'll give you the link to connect with me, and let's just move ahead and check. See, this is the software interface. What you can check over here, you must be able to see there are a lot of layers like Droid Cam, then media source, Google Meet and all the things. If you want, you can do it even in Zoom also, you can do it in Teams also, you can do it any platform, whichever there, and none of the platform you have to pay any single amount of fee, whether you have on Zoom, whether you have on Google Meet, it's up to you how the way you want. Now I'm giving you a practical example right now. As you must have been checking on my cam, I am available, and at the same time this area, actually it's a one of the cam thing which is with the green screen. Now only one expenditure you have to do, that is for the green screen. As you can check right now at the back of me, the green screen is there, which is with the help of my mobile camera. I haven't purchased any of the camera or any of the like extra Logitech camera to fix it out and make myself appear. So actually my webcam is right now completely free. If I want, I can make my webcam also appear, but it is up to us. If your webcam is up to the mark, you can treat it in your OBS studio area. If you don't want, you can just use in tripod one of your webcams. So I'm showing you practical implementation. Let's say I would like to off the Droid Cam. So if I off it, I will go off on the live feed. If you want media source to be played, let's say suppose I want media source to be played. So you can check on my screen right now, one of the DNA kind of structure is moving. So that is for science subject. Let's say suppose you want for the science subject certain things to be implemented, right? Which let's say support hard kind of entire thing you want to keep it. You download from YouTube, keep it that link, and you can play it, and the things will remain interactive. The students can easily able to check, they can able to see all the things, and you can make them understand, okay, these all the things. Why I'm showing these all the things? So that you have a pretty good idea like what all the things can be possible with the help of OBS. What's the need of the software, fine, or what's the use of it. Now there are plenty of the area the students may ask you, like how should we get the recording, or how the way these all the things can work. So I'll give you the right live over here, the one of the thing. That is, let's say suppose I want to record my session for the student. Let's say you have taught today any of the topic in your class and you want it to be recorded, and you are there looking towards the cam, explaining towards the topic and the student, and making yourself appear. So I'll just do a short recording and give you the idea. I'll start recording, and right now this entire software is recording your entire lecture, fine. So what all the things you must have taught right now in the class itself, you don't want to repeat it, right? So those all the things can be possible, and you can stop recording once you are done with that. And once we are good ahead, we can just check on the show recording. It will show area of our recording instantly available. You don't have to wait for plenty of the time like Zoom, process it and then send those all the things. Even Google Meet also process it and then send those all the things for student or maybe in the class to be get visible or get shared. So right now I'll just double click and show you the file.
I'll start recording, and right now this entire software is recording your entire lecture. Fine. So what are the things you must have taught right now in the class itself? You don't want to repeat it, right? So those all the things can be possible, and you can stop it.
So this was a slide and a small idea about it. If you have any questions or doubt, you can feel free to ask yourself even in chat window. If any one of you have questions or doubt, please ask, and then I'll move ahead for Google LIT trip. Anyone?
There is a question, sir. There is a question about
Yes, sir.
Droid cam.
Droid cam. Okay.
This is the chat window.
Okay. So this is completely free software. You can go anytime, and you can load from App Store also, and you can load it for your entire area also. Like you can check in my this area. I have 2 instances of it. One instance is running on my mobile app, and one instance is running on my laptop itself. So what's the use of it? The use is actually you can use your mobile camera as a webcam without spending let's say suppose 10,000 or 20,000 on a professional webcam, because that is the HD quality webcam you will get for your class. So right now during this pandemic area, we are 100% sure these online classes are going to be like another for 6 months or maybe 8 months depending upon the timing. And if we are going offline also, there will be 100% chances that you have to blend the classes, like blending learning will be required. So you can record your session and merge simultaneously rather than working on your entire this thing after the class and once again doing all the things. You don't have to do that thing. Within the class time, the same time period, start the recording, your class is recorded with the interactivity, and you can share to your student. So these all the things are very useful when the blended learning you have to implement. Now I'm just moving ahead for Google Earth LIT trip area. So this one will be slightly, yes please. Yes please.
Sir, can you just show the step by how to download a Droid cam on the mobile and play?
Okay, sure sir. See, what you required in this area is simply you can go to Google, fine, just write Droid app, you'll get the logo and as well as the entire this thing. It's as simple as that. Any software or app you download in mobile, the same way, if you are on App Store, so go to the if you are on Play Store, go to the Droid Cam app, you'll get it free, no charges required, nothing you have to pay. You can download this plugin for your mobile, fine. And same way, when you are on your laptop, there you can download the Droid Cam app from the Google. It's a free download. The Windows area you can just go, and their side you can download the thing. Next part is how you will set up the Droid Cam in your OBS. The reason is, if you don't set up it, how you'll use for your class, right? So I'll show you the practical way. Like this is the Droid Cam, fine. How I have given or how I have inserted it, just plus sign. There's a plus sign. You can go over here. Let's say suppose video capture device. After the video capture device, you can just click OK. It will ask for the source, which source you want. If you have selected Droid Cam source, it will be available. But right now, as I am using it, so that same source will not be available. But again, if I choose the Droid Cam source, it will be available. So this source, what you check on my screen, it's coming from mobile, but flawless, without any jerk, without any kind of one frame drop. The reason is both the things are in same Wi-Fi settings. So if your Wi-Fi is working perfectly, then it will work seamless. And once you have attached, only the thing what you required is just go to right click on that area. I'll just delete this one because I have already attached it. See, on this area I'll just go filter. There is an option called chroma key, fine. So this chroma key I'll delete and show to everyone such that you understand that any kind of cloth will work. Only it's supposed to be green, then only it will be perfect way it will get cut. So what you require, click on plus, go over here, there's a chroma key option, apply OK in that, automatically it will do the entire magic. What you require is just go to the similarity area, increase a slight a bit of similarity to it. Once you are satisfied with the work, just click close on that area and it will merge with this. In this area also, if you don't have like kind of patches are appearing, maybe certain area you are not satisfied with the work, so what you can do is simply apply on that area alt. With the help of alt, you can apply any settings. Like let's say suppose this is the thing you want, alt, just press it and reduce down. How the way you want, you can reduce or crop that thing. So any questions or doubt on this area? It's getting recording, I'll upload it so that you all can able to understand. Any questions or doubt to anyone?
Yes, sir. Excuse me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, I wanted to know if we are logging if you want to conduct the class with the me.
Yes.
So, and use the cam app, the webcam, telephone. So, we have to join both the devices, telephone and laptop.
No. Only with the laptop you have to join, and you don't have to do anything else. But at the same time, I'm showing you the same kind of the thing what you have asked. I'll show you the concepts so that all of you can get it clear. This is my over here the application, right? Now in this area, if I click on, let's say suppose this is my entry link, if I click on it, it will ask like how the way you want to join. So if I switch it over here, let's say suppose this area, these entire thing will applicable. You can check right now 62 member and everyone is over here. So what we can do is just click on 3 dot. After clicking over here the 3 dot, you have a setting. If you click on setting, there is entire these options available. You can go to the video, go to this area and select your OBS virtual camera. You are good ahead to do all the kind of setting and it will work flawless. There will be no problem. You don't require a 2 device.
So one more question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, like my laptop, I don't have webcam. So normally I join two devices, my cell phone and laptop both.
Yes.
So in that case, I will be able to use this app in my cell phone and use software as well, correct?
Right. You don't require to do any kind of settings. Only the thing what you required is just go over here, type it Droid Cam app, and till the time this setting is doing, I'm sorry, I will get derailed, so I'll just show you. I have requested for LIT trip, one of the trip from this store, and then once the trip is launched, I'll get my invitation. So I'll just show all of you. The site name is LIT trip. I'll give you on the chat window, and then I'll show and I'll explain the part of it. This is the link which I'm giving in the chat right now. You can see on the chat link. This area you can request for any trip, whether that trip belongs to any part of the world, you can cover that, but with the help of books. These are the books which are freely available, but users will be slightly tricky. Maybe no one else, or we must have not explored around in our classes. So how you can do that? Just click on any title. Let's say this is the title. Write it down your email ID. For security reasons, I am not showing my email ID right now here. And once you are good ahead, just click on a blue button for request LIT trip. Fine. Once you request it, automatically Google is going to give it to you, the link for it, and you will get a kind of this way the notification of it. So I'll just show you one second. This is the Google trip notification, and you can see how I have received it. Fine. So any trip you can ask and Google is going to send you within 2 or 3 minutes. Once you click on this link, Google is going to launch an entire Google Earth trip for that area itself. So I'm showing it, and at the same time I'm giving the question answer what Afreen ma'am you have asked, but this will take time, so that's why let me first launch it and then I'll come to this area. So you can check over here. If we go to the link, this is the link I have, what I have received from the Google site. If I click over here, right click, open link in new tab, it will launch on Google Earth. Now it's it will be going to take time because Google Earth is going to load and I have couple of software which are running up. So right now let me complete the part of drone cam app. So this is the one. You can click over here for your particular app in your mobile. If you want plugin for your system, just then you have to click over here and you will get the software to it. This software is only required if you want to use your mobile phone as a webcam. If you don't want to use the web as your mobile phone as webcam, you don't require that. Fine. It is going to take time. Till the time it's loading up, you can ask your questions. Anyone? Any questions?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, why is there a lag when we are recording? Means I am seeing the recording versus storage, but there is a lag.
Yeah.
A lag.
So lag thing, how you can cover up or you can set the parameter, that is go to your OBS settings, and in this OBS setting either you can record on your individual PC itself and this lagging will be removed automatically. Like I can record right now here, let's say this is the record button. I will start recording and now same time it is going to capture a part of what is on my screen. No matter whatever the way it is there, it will be going to start recording, and as soon as I'll click on stop, it will be going to stop it, and the same file is within that moment it will be available to your PC and without any lag. So this process if you take, or this process if you follow, so you will get flawless edit and flawless recording within that moment itself. So I have this file with me, so I'll show you.
This is the record button. I will start recording, and now same time it is going to capture a part of what is on my screen. No matter whatever the way it is there, it will be going to start recording, and as soon as I will click on stop, it will be going to stop it, and the same file is within that.
So any questions or doubt? I have shown you the way how recording works. Yes,
Sir,
please.
I'm doing it the same way. I start recording as soon as I start the PPT and stop it immediately after the PPT is over or after my lesson is over. But again, I'm finding a lag in it. It is because of the webcam. It is not supported.
What is your PC configuration? Can you able to say?
Sir, I'm working on a normal PC laptop.
RAM. Can you able to see the RAM configuration? Or you can connect with me after the seminar. I have given my Telegram ID, that is Ashish Chatterjee. Fine, and I'll solve it out your problem with that. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
so
sir.
where is that ID? Where is that ID? The group itself.
I'll just write it once again in chat window. So I will be available only on Telegram, not on WhatsApp. You can get me, but for security reason I am not sharing my mobile number to anyone. You can connect with me with this number, with this ID. Username is the same one only, and you can connect. So shall we start for Google LIT trip part for everyone, all of you? Shall we start the Google LIT trip?
Yes.
Okay. So now you can check this. You can use if you are an English teacher, if you are a SS means social science teacher, if you are part of, let's say, science also, or if you are part of any of the subject, you can go ahead, request one of the trip. Once you have requested a trip from the Google will assign you. Just like this way, you can check on my screen right now, it's visible. Once you get a link, click over here and you are good ahead to check and start one of the trip. I know Google Earth is very heavy. You cannot run directly on the class if you don't have a very good configuration of the PC. So let us start. Let's start the entire trip and let's check it. So this is the entire thing. They are explaining the entire part of it. Once you click, automatically this trip will going to lead you physically also and as well as virtually also with that subject and with that topic. Like this is a family apart, one of the story which is ongoing. Same way, when you will click next, automatically it move to the next area associated with the story itself. So this way you can keep your student engaged in your class. They will not feel slightly boring, because the thing is, if you are 40 minutes continuously going to talk, the student are not going to understand or grasp all the things. You can share the link with your student also. They can also interact, they can check, they can understand. Let me share the same link to everyone in chat. Although it is not advisable, but still with this link simultaneously you can get the view and you can get the idea, okay, how the way the character is moving around, how the way the character is moving towards the one part of the way, the other part of the way. Once you click, automatically the story is moving ahead, and as well as you are checking the visual on your screen. So any questions or doubt to anyone how to access this entire thing?
I think still somebody is waiting for you to get them to join.
Join. Sir, I have admit all the members. What all the we have? We are right now with 71 members. Okay, sir. So any other questions or any other doubt to anyone? If you want to check once again the lit trips or how the way it need to be, you can ask. I'll show you. What you need is simply come over here on Google window, type LIT trip. Let's say this is the LIT trip you have mentioned, Google LIT trips. Once you press enter, you will be on this area. You have to request a trip what you want for your student, whether that is for English class, whether that is for social science, whether that is for any of the areas. So this is the button, request a LIT trip. Once you click here, you have to give your email ID and you have to select that particular storybook. So there are plenty of the options which it will say temporary unavailable, or maybe certain books they may ask that it is not available. In the, if you remember on the advertisement or for the webinar area, I have mentioned one of the book name. It was Percy Jackson over here itself. So any one book whichever you want, you can take it, request about it, and it will be going to give you the access. So this is the way we can make our classes more interactive and a student can also take part at the same time. So any questions or doubt to anyone? If you would like to ask any questions regarding this area, like how you launch the LIT trip and how you can go ahead with uses of these. Yes, please.
Sir, how about the English classes?
That's what, ma'am. Let's say suppose you are for English classes taking one of the novel, fine, and this novel you have got a certainly kind of similar to what you have in your syllabus, so you can choose that novel from here, fine. And these are actually a book only. What all the things are mentioned on a book, they have kept in a format of trip. So whichever the trip you want, you can select from here. You can get a slight idea what all the things are available to it. Like here, if you go for grade 9 to grade 12, you get certain things like as per CBSE, you may not get exactly the same content, but yes, certain books name will be over here. You can select that one and request for that trip. Once you request it, automatically after 2 or 3 minutes, you'll get a one automated email from the Google team, just like this way, GLT Global ED, where you'll get. Just now I received the one new email. You can check this email is about what I have requested a book right now. Based on that area, it is have shared with me the link of it. If I right click over in new tab, it will going to launch the same way another trip form, and that you can use for your class. But yes, it is a heavy software. It may not load within that time itself. My PC configuration is very high, that's why it's supporting it, but for your class you can load these all the things before you are moving ahead for your class, and the same you can share for your students such that they can co-connect with you rather than just explaining these all the things. You can do it. Okay, I have one question from Malini ma'am area. She asked, can we use the Zoom app? Yes, with the Zoom also you can do the same way how I have shown you here. You can go to the app setting, fine, there will be option called settings. Click over here. In setting area you have to change your camera. Like for example, video is there, instead of taking a simple cam, you can take OBS virtual cam, and you will be present on your screen with your live audience, whether that is a student or whether that is webinar. So any question or doubt? I believe Malini ma'am, your questions and doubt is clear, right? Okay, Afri ma'am, you're asking, so how can this be useful for a maths teacher? Okay, fine. So let's say suppose for maths area you want to start a Jamboard. Fine, on the spot. On the spot is starting a Jamboard. So this Jamboard can solve a lot of problem and lot of the thing. I do understand certain members, those who are not with the Google ID, they may not get the access, but rest all you will get the access, but only 20 slides you will get it. So right now I'll share one of the things. So this is over here, let's say whiteboard. I'll start a new whiteboard right now, and you all will get a notification on chat that I have started one of the board, but 20 slides we have. So let's say suppose I have given a share access to all of you. Fine, the share access is available to all of you. So now in this area, actually this link which you have on the chat right now, so these all members can interactively use this board. So if I show it in my chat, you can see right now these are all the link, they all have access to the Jamboard. So suppose for example in this Jamboard I have given a slightly kind of a one sticky note idea. Fine, so I have just given to all of you what these all the settings are giving you idea. So you can write, you can use, there are plenty of these all the things, although I have given the access to everyone. So if you don't get access, so I'll share once again to get link. So I'll keep it viewer and as well as editor writes to everyone. So this is the link I am giving it, and edited rights are available right now to everyone. So if I share this one, everyone in the chat, they can be able to interact with this area. Fine, if you go through the link. So let's say suppose you can check here the anonymous alligator and see everyone is able to join if they click that link. Fine, so there are plenty of, yes, please go ahead, ask your question.
Yes, so I am having a question in this. So if anyone else is putting the sticky note and I want to shift it somewhere, will I be able to?
Yes, it's
or if anyone has uploaded any picture, will I be able to replace it?
of course, everywhere. But yes, within your classroom you have to right now as it is a webinar, I don't know who all have the IDs of different ones, so I cannot control. Fine, but for rest all the area you can control and you can check, okay, these all my students, only them I will allow it, otherwise I will not allow.
May I ask my question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Sunny, actually, sir, I just want to know if I am using OBS in my mobile phone and want to go live on YouTube.
You can.
Using my PC or any already made video, is it possible?
Yes, you can do that, but only the thing is when you want to go live within on your YouTube channel, you must activate 24 hours before the live button, otherwise it will not be going to work. So I'll show you the practical implementation right now. Let's say this is my YouTube, fine, and if I'll go over here, let's say suppose this is my area, I have gone to my channel, let's say this is my channel, this is the area. I don't have right now the option. If I go to the plus button and there is an option called go live, if you click over here, it will say that 24 hours are required before you want to start your live session. So this message will be prompted if you haven't started your live stream anywhere near to your presence days itself. So I believe your answer is you have received, right sir?
It allows us to go live.
If it allows us to go live, then you will get a stream keys over here. These stream keys you just need to go on your setting area of OBS, and in setting you just need to assign it. For security reason I am not going to show my stream keys, but this is the area where you have to give the all the settings and it will be good to go with your direct live feed. You can give here the stream keys and you will be live on the your YouTube channel, sir. Fine, sir. Okay. So any other questions or doubt to anyone? Anyone, if you have any questions or doubt, you can ask. Like you can check here, there we have plenty of members who have joined on Jamboard, so you can give them all sort of different things, and you can. Yes, please.
Is it possible for a teacher to know who is writing? Because here we are getting anonymous dinosaur or anonymous red or pink and whatever it is. Is it possible that a teacher should know who is writing on the Jamboard?
You can, but that case, best way is you can go for Google Doc. There you should not use the Jamboard. If you want to track all your students, best one is to go for the doc file. Now let's say suppose if you have gone in a doc, there is a history. Like you can retrieve who have done what kind of the work, and then you can retrieve. Like for example, this is the file right now. Fine. If you could just mute your microphone, all of you, such that this interruption will not be there. Fine. So this is, I'm just giving it as, let's say, test. Fine. And this area I will do the same thing, the same settings. Like anyone with the link, they can able to do it. So I'll change, like anyone as a editor, they can able to do the work. And once you give an editor right, that means anyone with that editing rights, they can able to do n number of things. So that you have to be very much cautious about. But yes, these all the things you will be able to check. This link, if you click and if you come to the test Google Doc, fine. So in Google Doc area, I will be able to know what all the changes happened, who all did all those changes. Like you can see 2 members joined. Fine. Like if I write your name, fine, and then I'll write it here that everyone whosoever is over here, they must write their name, and this is the space what I have provided for all the students. So they can write it down, and for this area I have given a space to all of them. So everyone, they can interact at the same time. You don't have to worry about like, okay, 2 members, they will finish their work and then they will start the rest all. It's nothing like that. You can track all of them once they are working over here. How? Let me show you that part also. Click on file, there is an option called version history. Go to the share version history and you will be able to see the version history, what all the changes being done during that time. You have an option to recover your changes also up to that moment of time. But again, yes, anonymous, if you are applying this setting, then anyone can do this settings or changes on that. So any questions or doubt to anyone?
No, so my doubt is still there. Sometimes what happens is that the students are mischievous and they are making some cartoons, etc. Like on a Padlet, I can have a security check that if I approve, then only it will be there on the Padlet.
Yes, correct. For Padlet area, you can do that thing. Even there is a setting that you can change even the pictures or any of the objectionable content they have uploaded. Automatically, it will replace.
But is there any such feature with Jamboard or with Google Doc? Because again, it is showing anonymous characters. It is not showing writing.
See, if they are part of your Google workspace for education network, then you will be allowed to fix them. But if you are accessing a free content, there these all the settings may not be possible. Like what I have shown you just now. On free settings, these all the things may not be possible. I believe this must have answered your all the questions query, right? Okay. Yes, anyone else, if you would like to ask any questions or doubt? Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, can we get the recording of this session?
Yes, I am recording it and I will upload it on my YouTube channel, and as well as I will share on LinkedIn also. You will get the recording and as well as all the content. Don't worry about it. Fine, ma'am?
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, how much time Google trip takes to send an email? Because
Just
now I
2 seconds.
gave an email ID, but
Yes.
I'm not getting that link. So how much time it actually takes?
Ma'am, I am showing you live such that you get the idea. If you have a very good internet bandwidth speed, only then this will be very fast. Otherwise it will be going to take a time. The reason is, once the Google team will get a request, immediately they will process it. I'm showing you the entire thing, but for the security reason I'm not showing my email ID, which is directly associated with the content, and I will show you how any of the thing. I'm just choosing right now one of the name of one of the book, and then I press the request trip. After the request trip, you can check I've sent the file right now, and within 2 minutes I will receive on my email ID link to Excel. Can you please mute your microphone, ma'am or sir? Thank you. So you will check within 1 or 2 minutes I will receive the content for the Google LIT trip. Yes, please. Any questions or doubt to anyone?
Like in Zoom, we can record the meeting. Can is there possible in the Google Meet also?
You can, but that is only possible if you have Google for Workspace or Google for Education account. If you have normal account, there you cannot record it. Like you can check here, there is no recording button. But if you go directly on any of organizational account, there the record button will be there. Otherwise, there will be no record button. But there are plenty of the software with the help of that you can record your session, like OBS is one of them. You can record the entire session and upload that part. So now I'll just refresh my email ID and then I'll check whether I have received my LIT trip or not. So certain time it take times. So I do understand the certain time it take slightly more time to load. So once it load, yes please. Any questions or doubt to anyone? Okay, is it helpful for Hindi? Okay, Anuja ma'am, I can check right now, is it helpful for Hindi junior classes? Yes, of course. How exactly it is very helpful for Hindi? Let me show you in Jamboard right now. See, this is the Jamboard right now. Fine. I will go over here. I'll take one of the, let's say suppose this is the image. I'm taking one of the image from the Google, which is spoon. Fine. This is the spoon. I'm just going to insert spoon here. Let's say this is the spoon image, and same way you want to write it a spoon on this area, right? You want to write it in Hindi. The best way what you can do is use the Google Translate. I'll once again request all of you to mute your microphone. Thank you. Okay. Can you please mute your microphone? Thank you. Okay. Now let's check. Suppose you want to write over here based on, let's say suppose Hindi, you just go over here, select let's say Hindi language from here, and you just say chammach, and see this is being done. Copy it, come over here on your interactive area, take a text tool, write it, and your student they will write about chammach. Now let's say you want that your student should write 5 lines about chammach or spoon. So what you can do, come over here, let's say write or say one sentence. चम्मच से हम खाना खाते हैं, right? Go good ahead to write one of the sentence. Once you are done, copy it, come over here and give plenty of effect or things how the way you want, and your students are good ahead to write even the basic things. So I hope these all the things are helpful for all of you, those who have asked the questions. Anuja ma'am, I believe this is answer for your question, right? That's what you have asked, right?
So one more question.
Yes,
the
please.
Google Forms, when we are filling up our physics formulas or mathematics formulas, we are not having to the power. Like x square can be written only with x at back arrow and the 2.
Yes.
I cannot write it as a superscript or as a subscript if I want.
Right.
Then in that case, what is to done? And the same is with the Microsoft Teams Office also, Microsoft Forms also.
There only the one best solution is there, like you can go for paste one of the software or one of the site name is there where screenshot you can clipboard area you can paste it and then you can use it. But yes, certain time it don't work on all the areas. And suppose for example I just go over here on snipping tool, fine, take a screenshot and use it on my form itself. But this thing you have to save it, right? Without saving you cannot use. So that problem can be sorted out with the help of what I have told you just now, the site name. So I believe my recording will be going to be very heavy, so I have to stop my recording. So any other questions or doubt you have, please ask. Any other questions or doubt? We still have 57 members with us. Thank you so much all of you, those who have with us, and I believe if you have any type of queries or questions, you can connect with me with help of Telegram, and this is my ID, what you can just check on the screen. And I would like to really thank Saji sir for giving me this platform to be used for a demonstration of interactive tools and with the help of OBS thing. So in future also, if you have any kind of queries or things, we will be bringing up these kind of webinar where all these Google setups we will try to explain you with your question and answers area. So any other questions are there, you can come up. We still have 15 minutes of session where you can ask your questions. I will individually going to solve your query.
Okay, let me tell one information for everybody. Every weekend we will be having webinars like this with the useful tools for online teaching or otherwise the normal teaching. So next week also we have one session lined up. It will be next Sunday. If you want to know the details, you have to follow us, either me or Mr. Ashish or anyone from the international teachers discussion group, so that you will be getting the updates of the coming webinars. And also I request you to come up with your own ideas to give presentation so that it will be useful for everybody else. Okay, thank you Ashish sir.
Yes, welcome sir. So right now I have removed the chroma screen from my OBS area so that you can able to understand how these entire thing functions. If I want to on over here, the thing it can remain on, but then I have to place it slightly up of it, and then you can able to check, like here this science subject related DNA is there, which you can explain to your class and they can get interactivity. Same way, any kind of green screen you can download and you can work with that. So any questions or doubt regarding this, how you can use the media on your file?
Sir, can't we have any extensions for typing the formulas that I was asking? Google extension or something of that sort?
You have plenty of that, but that you have to search on Workspace or in Chrome Web Store. You will get that. Surely there will be plenty of the things, but you have to check for it. Like here also you can have lot of things. You can add even the formulas, you can add even all the text also. So I'll show you one idea so that you can get. This is one of the way the text can be appear and they can scroll at the overhead. So this will give you idea, like when you are on your class, you can write the certain key terms and those key terms can scroll on your top area itself, so that the student can be aware, okay, these are the class objective and this is what we are going to learn. So this is what required for interactive teaching area. Rather than you are talking all the things, you can use Google Jamboard, you can use Doc, you can use n number of things, provided the student should interact. We can provide all the things. If they are ready to interact, then only they will be going to use that. Any other questions or doubt to anyone? If you want to ask any sort of the queries, any sort of the thing, you can let me know. I'll explain these all the things. This is recorded. I'll keep it in my YouTube channel and I'll keep a cutting of it such that in small portion also you can able to check and understand. So any questions or doubt? We still have 52 members, and if you have any questions or query, I will.
How to give Google form mark in Google Classroom? Can we link that mark?
You can assign Google marks to your classroom area. Only the thing, as an assignment you can do that. Fine. As an assignment you can assign. As an assignment you can assign and attach the form in your class. So you will be able to mark in that area. So this is the thing what we have right now come ahead. Any other questions or doubt you have, you can ask.
Okay, sir, may I ask one more question?
Yes, please.
The question is like if we are using our laptop
Yes.
and we want to connect it with the cam of our mobile. So how can we connect our mobile camera in laptop? Is it possible?
Yes, sir, it's possible, and I have answered this question. And I believe you can check the recording so that you can get your answer. But the very short answer for that I can give it to you, that is Droid Cam. You can just install the plugin for that in your mobile and as well as in your laptop, and you can use your mobile as a webcam. Fine, sir, and you can use even in your classroom area also.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
While teaching in the class, I try to connect. I have a pen tablet with me. I try to connect it to the classroom, but I'm unable to write it in that whiteboard.
You need one note or whiteboard or open board. There is actually site is there, open board, that's free, and you can download that one. This is the thing, like you can use the open board and it's free. If you are unable to get a Microsoft ID, you are unable to do that, you can just go to the open board and this is free. You can download, you can use, and it will be going to do the same work what the OneNote is able to do. I believe
So
you
on
got
the
your
spot
answer.
writing can be done.
All writing for the pen tab.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, well. Any other questions or doubt to anyone? Would like to ask any? Yes, please.
Can we use mobile as a pen tab?
Can you ask one by one?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sir, in fact, Remember can also use the DVD in a full screen mode and
Yes.
use Penta. It will be much more easier.
Yes, you can do that in number of things. Like you can go ahead for open board, you can go for like OneNote, you can go ahead for anything, whichever is you find it easy for you. Any other questions or doubt?
Can we use mobile as a pen tab?
Mobile as a pen tab, that may give a problem because like screen is the entire laptop area, and in mobile if you are willing to use it you can, but the entire effect and entire teaching thing will not be possible. So at least equation solving area you need to have like Wacom tab or any of that. I'm not naming the brand, but any of that, it's up to you. Whichever you want you can select. So yes, please. Any other questions? Any other questions regarding LIT trip, regarding English area, how you can use that, or for social science, how you can use that, how you will create your class more interactive? I believe I have given you a couple of ways to enact on your class. The way you find it easy, you can select that part. So any other questions or doubt you have, you can ask.
Sir, can we create our own Google workspace without going into any organization, independent workspace?
Independent workspace is not
I
possible.
mean to say, we can connect the students for the extra class or without that organization.
No, that is not possible. The reason is Google don't provide any kind of educational license to any organization. They provide only license to educational institutes only. So it's very hard to get as an individual person. So that's what the current fact is. So any other questions? Yes, welcome. Any other question to anyone?
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, please.
Sir, the way you taught that how we can convert whatever we are speaking. Suppose I am speaking Hindi and it was getting automatically translated in the Google, and I can copy it down. So are there any other tools from which we are speaking and it is getting converted or transcribed on the Google? Is
Yes.
there any other?
Yes, you can do that. Even if you go to the Google Doc, there also this functionality is there. You can just simply go to that area, like I have shown. The same way there also this feature is there where you can just simply use that one and it will be going to do that. Just once again, here you are. This voice typing.
Sir, Hindi also. Here, if I talk in Hindi, can it be transcribed?
Yes, ma'am. Let me show you part of it. If it functions, it will be going to give the exact idea. So this is the Hindi. Fine. And if you press over here, मेरा नाम आशीष चैटर्जी है. So you can see how perfectly it's working and without
Thank
typing.
you so much, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Same way, if you want to use it for, let's say, Marathi, then also it will be going to do that. But yes, there might be, it may not be going to exactly do that. Fine. So either the translation version need to be perfect, and then only you can. Like for example, let's say if I try it for, let's say, Bangla, fine. And then if you say, मेरा नाम आशीष चैटर्जी है, it's working, but it will be to the fact, means it will not exactly translate. Fine. So this is what exactly I want to explain. If you want to write it, let's say, in French, then also it will be going to work. If you write it in Gujarati, then also it will be going to work. मेरा नाम आशीष चैटर्जी है. Still it is working perfectly. So any other questions or doubt? Yes. Yes, sir. So can you
So
repeat?
can I add a point?
Yes, yes, please. Yes, please.
So one of the teacher asked whether we have any typing tool for math. I was about to share that point, but I didn't get a chance. Just the tool that you're sharing for select language integration, you can do to the power of 4, or you just have to train yourself. But if you say you will get it very easier as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for adding this fact. Even I was also not aware about this fact, so I'll surely test it out. And as you have told, so it will be really a great appreciation for you. It must be add-on advantage for all of us. So any other questions or doubt to anyone? If you would like to ask any sort of the thing, how in OBS you have to do the work, or like how you can set these all the things in the start of your class, and once you are good ahead for your class, you can do all sort of the settings. So any other questions or doubt? Any other questions or doubt to anyone regarding anything what we have discussed right now? We discussed about different all the aspects, how the way these all the things can be used. So any questions or doubt you have, you can let me know. And if you don't have any questions or doubt, then we are good to go to wind up our session. And
Just like Ashish was saying, some tips how to type math even by voice. If you
yes,
have anything to share with the community of teachers, you are welcome to lead a session in the coming weekend. So every weekend we are planning to have one session with one teacher. It could be anybody. So if you want to volunteer something like this, please contact us. I have shared my LinkedIn, even Ashish sir's LinkedIn. So you can message us and we will arrange it. So we want to have a session every weekend. If you have innovative ideas, helpful ideas for teachers to do online teaching or the regular teaching, you are welcome to do sessions like this, and it will be helpful for all of us. This is a mutual learning session. Everybody are expert and everybody are willing to learn from each other. This is the idea we have to do this. Yes, please.
So then I have a doubt.
yes, please, ma'am, go ahead.
Actually, is it possible to keep the chat simultaneously when we are showing a video or when we are showing the other PowerPoint or any other screen? Apart from
I got your question and I got your entire idea, but actually it's slightly difficult. you need to have either the dual monitor, like you can have the two monitor, and there one area you can simultaneously check or track what all the chat is going on. Like right now what I've kept is I've kept the two monitors. The one monitor area I am right now active on the social media area itself, and at the same time I'm checking my screen area also. But yes, unfortunately we don't have any kind of like this kind of setting where you can directly check the chat as per as my knowledge. If anyone else have the any idea for it, you can please.
Yes, sir, it's a big problem for we people so that we can know who one is leaving and who one is joining, where the class is going on, and whatever it is, we are not able to track the students.
Right.
If you take a PPT, it becomes very difficult to interact with the students.
Yes. Deepak sir, your voice is slightly cracking. Can you just come near to the mic and then say? Thank you, sir. Right. So that is there. There are extension to it. That is like like attendance extension is there that you can get from here. I'll show you right now here itself. Like there are attendance extension. You can use that like Google Meet attendance extension version 2.0, where you get a report and you get an idea of it. It's a plugin kind of fine, so that you can get through your area or like workspace area itself. You can just go to the extension and you will be able to get that. But yes, that will not be going to show you the live chat, what is going on your class. That you will not get it. In YouTube you have an option, either you can go to the StreamYard is going to give you the live chat status on the same time. At the down it will be like you can check on my area. This is the one right now. The attendance part is showing who all are there with me from the start and who all have left. Maybe in between they are online. So these all the things you can check. These are appearing on this area, and your name is also automatically captured on there. So any questions or doubt to anyone?
Sir, can we have a dual screen work like in my mobile I can have a screen where I will be teaching, and in the laptop can I do some presentation so that I can have an idea of what the students are doing?
You can do that, ma'am, but only the thing is you have to keep your the one entire your attention towards your class, and if you check towards in chat area, so it will distract you actually. And if you are using your mobile as a webcam, then you cannot do that, because then you have to use a second mobile phone. So then the entire purpose will get lost, because we are using this Droid cam only if you don't want to purchase any of like webcam and you want to move ahead only with the mobile. So then you can go ahead. Yes, please.
If it is just for checking the chat, I suppose you can open the session in two different windows.
Yes, that will be perfect.
Two different browsers, but still your working area will be very less.
Yes.
You have the chat in the side window and in the main window. You can have a minimum size for two different browsers. You can access the same thing in two browsers. You can see the chat. I just tried it.
Correct.
Sir, I add a point here.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, the thing you mentioned that Google Meet has an attendance plugin. So, sir, Zoom also has such plugin. Zoom
It's a
attendance.
extension, ma'am. I'm sorry, I have used a wrong term. That is, it's a extension, not plugin kind of. So extensions are always on this area. You can just click over here and you can search for those extensions. But yes, for Zoom also you will 100% going to have it, but you have to search for it. Fine, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Any other questions to anyone?
But then, for example, Firefox down there, for these days it's very high compared to Firefox. So Firefox doesn't give us the option to share a chat. It gives the option to share a window or
So sharing a window is also possible even in Google Meet also. But yes, that have a slightly different impact of it. Like right now, I have different multiple windows which are side by side running over here. So anyways, that was a really great suggestion, sir. Thank you. Any other questions to anyone?
Sir,
Yes,
good
please.
evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Question.
Yes.
Sir, I would like to ask one question. Like, in biology, being a biology teacher,
Yes. ma'am.
sometimes what happens is no matter how much we are showing, like sometimes we want to create videos also for the child.
Yeah.
It creates the presentation and the other things.
Right.
So, is there any site to create a video? I recently came to know about Flippingo. I don't know which one is. Can you suggest some site to create videos for the children?
See, ma'am, best idea what I can give it, if you are going to take from YouTube, so there will be plenty of the way it may not accurate up to it. You get an idea from YouTube and then you can replicate that in your own voice or maybe in your own way. Like for example, I have shown you one idea. Like here I have one of the media file which is a DNA structure, although it is nothing like the different one. It's just one of the video file from YouTube which is in green screen. Only the thing what I did is only I have removed the green screen and kept it interactive way in my class. If you want, you can increase the speed. If you want, you can decrease the speed. It's only up to us how the way we want to use it. And once you have utilized this thing, then you are good ahead to record this part and keep it as per your understanding, like how you want to keep it for your student. So that will be more innovative. And it will take only 2 minutes. Let me do it instantly and show you. Like this is the one right now here. You want to interact and you want to keep it over here, just click on start recording. It will record the session. Once it's recorded, just press over here stop recording. It will be immediately going to give it to you the file, and you can upload that file either to your YouTube or either to your Google Classroom area. This is the file, so you can check.
Recording, it will record the session. Once it's recorded, just press over here stop.
So you must have received the idea, right ma'am?
Right. Thanks.
Yes, well.
Excuse me.
Yes,
We
please.
can use Dr. Sarvajana.
Yes,
We
please
can
go
use
ahead.
the edupuzzle also with the children to share the what is the very interesting.
Yes, yes,
There
correct
are a lot
ma'am.
of questions and questions.
Yes,
That is one thing can be given.
yes, correct ma'am.
Either as a paired learning or maybe in the class.
Yes, yes. Thank you. So, any other questions or doubt to anyone? Any other questions to doubt, or anyone if you would like to ask anything? Okay, I believe we are at the end of the session. You can connect with me with the help of this handle which is in Telegram. You can connect with me. I will be available to this area, and if you have any other questions or doubt, you can ask and you can get connect with me with the help of this handle itself. So thank you so much all of you for connecting with us on this session. If you still have any questions or doubt, you can still ask, you can connect with me. I will be always available and help you out. We'll be coming up with lot of new sessions like that. Next session, next Saturday or Sunday also will be going to have, that will be shared, and even this recording will be also available. So Saji sir, if you would like to say anything.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sir, and thank you very much for everybody for your participation. The session was very active and live. There were many questions, and I suppose everybody could ask your doubts, and it was clarified by Mr. Ashish Chatterjee.
Yes sir.
Thank you, Ashish sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the participants.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, Ashish sir. I'm Anish Purani. I have a lot of questions.
Okay, sure sir. You can connect with me in the Telegram. I have shared my ID, and you just need to search in Telegram with Ashish Chatterjee. You will be get my name and you can connect with me and you can ask me questions about it. Fine?
Thank you. Video will be uploaded in YouTube and
Yes.
the link will be shared in LinkedIn soon. Hopefully tomorrow you can get it.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We will be ending the session now. Those who might have joined right now, I'm really sorry, you must have just missed the timing gap. We had a session from 7 to 8. We already crossed the 11-minute time. You will be get these all the recording on YouTube channel itself. And if you want to follow, you can come to my handle also, and as well as Sajid sir handle also in LinkedIn and as well as in Telegram. I have my Telegram ID which I have shared right now. So you
On
can
YouTube, your channel will be your name only.
with my name only. Fine. Okay, thank you so much. So